In this video, I'd like to reflect or talk to you about the state of our democracy, especially in the Western world. I think that most people have recognized that we are just living a period of obscurantism, a dark period for democracy and defense of democratic values along the world in the population of of our nations. The rule seems to be there are citizens who count, who are better, that are better and more entitled to enjoy democratical policies, and people who are just praise of hate, discrimination, racism, homophobia, etc. This kind of civil war that we are living in our nation tells us that there is a dark side of democracy given by population that in different periods of history chooses to um, renounce to democratic freedom and values and choose to elect with their votes people who can represent governments, their ignorance, their intellectual regression, their stupidity, their ignorance, because they think it's their right to be represented politically by a person who is similar to them. So now and then, the majority of population chooses someone who can be the right represented because he or she is just similar to them. In these dark periods, normally the democracy is in regression. There is an age of obscurantism and violence and hate spread to all the nation. The population, the majority, wants to be considered the better part of the nation, the part of the nation that is authorized to select minorities and praise, to hate, to insult, to kill, to hurt. And these are so a kind of a hysterical way of behaving that usually lasts for some decades, of if we are lucky, just for um, 5 or 10 years. I'm not sure about that. Nowadays, time passes on so fast that we cannot be sure about how much this climate of violence and racism will go on. But um, there are other periods in democracy when, after the Dark Ages, the population just realizes that electing someone as ignorant as us, as violent as us, as stupid as the majority of people usually, doesn't make the right thing about anybody. If I think that I need to vote someone as similar as me as I can, and I am unable to guide a nation, this doesn't mean that the person I choose will be able to guide, to be a leader in the nation. It's just a person like me unable to do that. So when the population realizes this, well, it starts to realize that men and women must vote for someone superior, for some more intelligent and competent, for someone who can understand democracy and government and can really make the good choices to enlighten humanity and may make a democracy pristine and more valuable for the civil rights of everyone who contribute to the enrichment and um, growing of the world nation. This alternance of dark ages and enlightened periods in democracy is just a rule the, of democracy in general. The solution to eliminate the period of obscurantism will be of limited the access to vote. For all these people, we are too ignorant to make the good decisions. We are too ignorant to decide for themselves, and this will require exams, studies, schools for citizens who are not prepared to choose their governance for their representants, and they could be just forced to study and to know what they are about to vote, or at last to understand that democracy is democracy for everyone, and the citizen better than others that don't exist. Citizens better than other ones doesn't exist. After these exams, if they pass, if they are just, uh, you know, intelligent about that, they know what they are, what democracy is, they can access the vote. This will be the right decision to protect us from from this growing ignorance and violence in Western nations. But nowadays, I think that it's very difficult to accede to this new era of protection of democratical values. Thank you for listening to me and see you in the next video.